Hello mga kaibigan! Hello mga tamadachi!
Hi mga Chingu and Pengyu!
Welcome back to another video of Life as a Bilingual in the Philippines. My name is Rain.
And I am Kai, and we are the recruiters from JK Network Services. So as we are about to end this year of 2021, we would like to give you a special episode, which is the Christmas episode, Miss Ray, as this is the most requested and most awaited interview for bilinguals here in the Philippines.
Yes, and we are excited to share the journey of this applicant on how he got a job through the help of JK Network Services.
So sit back, relax, and keep on watching.
So right now, we have here our special guest, and he will introduce himself. So sir, you can introduce yourself in Mandarin and English.
Alright. 大家下午好，我叫安瑞，我来自菲律宾。我当双语员工已经有3个月了。Okay, so 我会说英文、汉语还有菲律宾语。Okay, now in English.
Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Andrei Indaya. I've been working as a Mandarin bilingual for 3 months now, and I speak English, Tagalog, and Chinese.
So before we start, we will be having a very short game for Mr. Andrei. So Mr. Andrei, we will check if you are more familiar with Philippine location or a China location here.
Location?
Yes. So the title of the game po is Where Is It? So Mr. Andrei, since the title of the game is Where Is It? Are you familiar po ba sa mga lugar dito sa Pilipinas?
I'm not gonna lie. I am not familiar with anywhere here, honestly.
Pero ano po yung mga napupuntahan niyo pong lugar dito sa Pilipinas?
Well, since I'm taga Paranaque, right? So medyo familiar ako sa Bikutan and Sukat, right? You know that. And I work at BGC,
Yes.
so I've been there around for a bit. And that's about it.
Paranaque and BGC. Okay po.
Pretty much.
So, for our game po, we will check pa rin po yung mga knowledge nyo po tungkol sa mga places dito sa Pilipinas. Okay?
Alright, let's go.
Po. So, to start, first po is, I have 2 clues po, Mr. Sir Andrei. So, Pasay and Seaside.
Alright. So that should be Seaside, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that place though. I've been there when I was a kid.
So, where is it po?
Mall of Asia, I guess. The Ferris wheel looks familiar.
Okay, that's correct po. It's in small SM Mall. Serious.
Small of Asia.
Yes po, it's in SM Mall of Asia. One of the biggest SM here in the Philippines po.
Cool.
Yes. So next is,
Ah,
I think it's in China.
yes, it is. It's in China.
Where is it, sir?
That's the Tiananmen Square
Tiananmen.
in Beijing.
In Beijing. So let's see.
Yeah, that's inside the Tiananmen Square. Forbidden City.
It's Forbidden City and the Imperial Palace in Beijing po. So, nakapunta ka na po ba sa...
Yes. I used to live pretty close to that.
So, how
area,
was it,
actually.
sir?
It was not bad. Pretty temple-y.
Yes,
No, but
po.
it's cool. Like, you felt, how do you call this? Like you were in this traditional area, you know? And it just had a lot of history behind it.
Yes, po, yes,
So
po.
that was very cool.
Okay po. So, next is... Eto po,
Oh.
sir. Nakatayo po dyan si Jose Rizal.
That's Philippines.
The,
That's Rizal, no?
Rizal.
Rizal. No, this statue looks
Yes.
familiar,
Yes.
but I don't know what's the name exactly of the area.
Okay, so... So, it's Rizal Park po, or Luneta Park. Have you
Luneta
been
Park.
there na po?
No, I have not been there.
Pero you're familiar with the ano po? The
Yeah.
Okay. Okay po. So next is, I think it's in China, sir.
That's in China. Ooh. I would love to say that's in Beijing, but I haven't seen those buildings before. after all those years, but can you give me a clue? It does look like it's China. I can tell by the flowers. But oh, it's Shanghai.
It's square in Shanghai.
I
Have
see.
you been there?
No, I have not been there, but I've been to Shanghai, but not to the People's Square.
So next is,
Oh,
I think it's here in the Philippines po.
is that what I think it is? Greenbelt or something?
Ah, I think it's located in Taguig.
Taguig.
Yes.
I don't know where that is.
Clue. Alabang.
It's in Alabang.
Alabang?
Yes po.
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to pass.
So that's the only clue in Alabang. So
Alabang?
let's check. Alabang
Alabang
Town Center.
Center. Oh, I haven't been there.
Ah, I see. Okay. So only Bridges and Paranaque.
Yeah, really.
So next is
That's
yes po.
Chinatown, right?
You're familiar with Chinatown.
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious.
I don't know. Have you been there na po?
I haven't been there, but it's pretty obvious that's Chinatown. Like,
Yes.
what's it called again? Is it what I think it's called?
Yes
Starts
po.
with a B. Is it? Binondo?
Yes. Yes po, you're correct, sir. So it's Binondo or Chinatown po.
Oh, we passed that. We passed that earlier.
Earlier.
On the way here.
Yes. A lot of Chinese po. Nakatira
I
dito.
see.
Yes.
Oh, I'd love to see that place.
Yes po. And also the Visoria.
Really.
Yes.
Alright.
So I think that's all, Sir Andrei. So we will now proceed to our interview.
Sure. Well, I obviously failed that game.
So yun po, thank you so much po Mr. Andrei for participating po sa laro natin earlier. So right now, we will ask you some question po para mas malalo ka pong makilala ng ating mga viewers. So yun po, Sir Andrei, how did you learn po the language?
Well, at a very young age, when I was 8, I went to China, like to see my mom, and to live there basically, and studied in Chinese school. That's where I started learning Chinese. Well, it took me a while, honestly, because I was put right into like a Chinese school with no English at all. So it was all in Chinese. So that was a tough year. And after that, my mom hired like a Chinese tutor. So that helped a lot. And after that, I just started slowly learning the language.
So you live po sa China, right?
Mm-hmm.
For how many years na po, Mr.
I was there for like 17 years.
17 years. So, you were born po sa Pilipinas, then you grew up in China na po.
Yes, pretty much. I moved there when I was 8.
And then, so, you grew up in China, so you studied in China as well.
Yes.
Yes. So, how is it po? How is the environment sa school ng China po?
Well, it wasn't that much difference, honestly, other than the language difference. It's like, yeah, it was a struggle, of course. Like, one thing I realized is that it's hard to learn anything in another language. Because like for the most part of it, I was translating it to English and then Tagalog first. So, and then that's when I can start learning what I'm trying to learn.
So, how many years mo po siya pinag-aralan?
Took me like 8 years, honestly.
8 years. So, you're 16 years old na po nun.
Yeah, I was in high school.
Po. So, in China po, do you have friends, Filipino friends po
Yeah.
in China? Really, sir?
There's quite a lot of Filipinos there, honestly.
So, you use po ba Filipino language din po nun? Or as in Mandarin na po talaga?
I used like Filipino and English as well. Yeah, and Chinese. Of course.
Chinese. And sa bahay naman po, since you grew up in China nga po, ano po yung language na ginagamit niyo po sa China?
Sa bahay, syempre, kailangan Tagalog.
Seryoso?
Yeah. I'd get slapped if I don't. Just kidding. But yeah,
You
we
use
were speaking Tagalog with my family.
sa bahay niyo sa China?
Yeah.
How about Mandarin po?
Oh, they don't speak Chinese, so
So you're the only one po na
Yeah.
nag-speak ng Mandarin.
yeah, me and my cousin.
I see. How about your mother po?
Oh, my mom doesn't speak Chinese.
So you use Filipino language and English?
Yes.
I understand. And so 18 years po, or 17 years staying in China po. So, ano po yung mga culture nila na parang na ano mo na po siya, parang na-absorb, ganun po.
Like,
Yung regarding sa mga, for example, ano po, like a party,
Mhm.
Chinese po kasi is, di ba po, mahilig sila sa mga reunion,
Yeah.
ganun.
well, I think that's very similar to Filipino like culture. Honestly, we have a lot of similarities, especially like family gatherings.
Yes.
We have to eat and we have to drink.
Drink water po.
Yeah, drink water.
Yes.
A lot of it.
Yun nga, kasi you said earlier na nag-move po kayo sa China. Ano po yung reason kung bakit ka po dinala ni mother mo po sa China po?
Well, my mother, she moved there with my aunt for a better opportunity. And once they were settled there, that's when she brought me over. Because it was honestly a better opportunity there at that time.
And since bumalik ka na po dito sa Pilipinas, do you have plan pa po ba na bumalik sa China or mag-stay po muna dito sa Pilipinas?
Honestly, I want to stay here because I've been gone for too long. Parang kailangan ko na mag-reconnect sa roots ko. It's about time.
Pero meron pa rin naman po kayong possible na plano to go back in China.
Well, if I do go back, mostly just to visit, like visit friends that I left behind there. That's kind of sad, but like, yeah. And maybe for business in the future.
You have plans po na magtayo ng business sa China po?
Well, I have a lot of friends there, so they might be business partners in the future. So I'm gonna be visiting them a lot.
So, Sir Andrei, I would like to confirm, are you a Filipino Chinese or Filipino?
I'm 100% Filipino.
Wow, that's nice. And you can speak 100% Mandarin po.
Well, I wouldn't say 100%, but like,
Because a lot of people po kasi, especially me, I was inspired for other applicants po na mag-aral ng Chinese. So, yun po.
you should do it.
Yes.
You should really do it.
Yes, sir. I'll try my best po. So, yun guys. So, Mr. Andrei is 100% Filipino po and he can speak Mandarin fluently. So, right now, we will talk about your current job po right now, Mr. Andrei. So, Mr. Andrei, since you said earlier that you grew up in China po,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of adjustment po when you get back here in the Philippines. So, first is, you have your job na po right now, and this is your first job here in the Philippines, right?
Yes.
So, is it okay if you will tell po sa amin kung ano po yung mga adjustments nyo?
Well, honestly, the transition was very smooth because like you guys helped me find a really good job. Honestly, with really good staff. The boss is really nice. Like they're all very helpful. So yeah, it's not hard at all. Just fit in instantly.
So, sa work niyo po, sir, ilan po kayong nag-speak ng Mandarin?
I'm the only one who speaks Chinese.
Hindi po, sir. So, paano ka po nakikipag-communicate to your colleagues?
Well, we speak in Tagalog or English.
In English. I do understand. And then, are you currently working on-site po ba or work from home?
I'm working on site.
And it's located in BGC Taguig.
Yes.
And you are located in Paranaque po, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So how was the travel papunta sa Taguig?
Oh, it's not easy. Like, because our area is very, how do you say, isolated, I can say. So, tapos sa gabi pa, like, there's no jeep, there's no bus. So, grab talaga. Like,
Every day.
yeah.
Okay. So, Sir Andre, what is your current position for right now?
I work for a BPO company as a Mandarin HR Associate.
And what are the main duties po yung ginagawa mo every day?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's similar to what you're doing. Except I interview my candidates in Chinese.
So, you also interviewed other people po?
Yes,
I do
I
understand. So, how about sa company niyo po, ano po yung mga protocol nila since working on-site nga po kayo?
Well, everyone has to be vaccinated, that's for sure. So yeah, get vaccinated so you can go out.
So, Mr. Andrei is currently working as a Mandarin HR Associate in a growing BPO company located in Taguig. So, he's currently working on-site. And yeah, Mr. Andrei, this is your first job here in the Philippines, right?
Yes, it is.
So, how was it po? Having a first job, yung first job niyo po sa Philippines?
Well, I wasn't expecting it to be as easy to transition into it, honestly. But thanks to you guys, you found me a very good company to work in. Very friendly staff. My coworkers are very open, helpful. So very easy transition.
So I think I remember, Mr. Andre, you got a job for 2 weeks only or 3 weeks.
It was 2 weeks, honestly.
Okay, so 2 weeks. I think Mr. Andre got a lot of job offer in 2 weeks.
Hi, and now we're back here in life as a bilingual in the Philippines. So, hi, Mr. Andrei. Nice to meet you. So, this is actually my first time interviewing you.
Oh,
so,
really?
so before we start this portion of interview, I will just ask basic questions on how we process your application here in JK. So, for the first question, who is your recruiter?
What was it? I'm just kidding. Miss Rain.
Miss Rain.
Yes.
So, kamusta naman yung pag-assist niya sa application niyo? Parang how did you know JK Network Services?
First of all, shout out to my cousin Simon Peter Reyes. Thank you for recommending them to me. And I couldn't have asked for anything better. Honestly, that was very smooth, very fast
Process.
And, yeah.
So you were assisted right away. You sent your resume.
Yes.
So that's good, Miss Rain. Okay, and during your job hunting here in the Philippines, with the help of our company, you have several companies po na napag-applyan.
Yes.
So how was the process? How was the whole process? Yung schedule ng interviews? Did you had a hard time with scheduling your interviews with the companies?
Well, no, not really. It was pretty intense actually because there was so many in 2 weeks. There's 7 companies.
In 2 weeks?
Yes.
7 companies. Okay, so I heard that you were interviewed last September and you got a job right away in October.
Yes, I
So
started.
that's fast.
Yeah, I started in October.
In October. Okay, and you have a lot of job offers, I heard?
Yeah, I had 7.
7.
Yeah.
So for that 7 job offers po, parang how did you choose a company that will suit your preference, your qualifications or anything?
Well, I guess interviews go both ways. I would say. I really loved the way the interview with the company that I went with went. So I just decided from there, and yeah.
So,
Seems I made the right choice.
so are you happy with your current job?
Yes, I'm very happy with it.
And hindi ka naman nag-regret that you declined the other offers from other companies?
Not at all, honestly.
So that's cute. Great to hear, Sir.
I'm sorry for the other companies, but I
So
don't
you're
regret.
happy. Okay,
Yes,
even
I
though
am.
you live far away,
Mhm.
and you're in Parañaque and your work is in Taguig.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
You're fine.
Yeah, gives me a chance to get out of the house as well.
Okay, so additional question. So how's the whole process for the job offer? Did Miss Rin actually help you, or did she somehow convince you to accept or the offer?
No, she was very helpful. Like,
Did she give you advice during the offer discussion?
oh, I actually asked her a lot of questions before the interviews. So she gave me a lot of headers, what to expect, you know. So that was very helpful.
And hindi ka naman nahirapan?
No, not at all.
Culture shock since this is your first job and here in the Philippines pa.
Yeah, this is my first job here, and honestly, like I wasn't expecting it to be smooth. Like, but yeah, like I really believe that you guys, you know, find the best job suitable for each candidate, and I think you really found the job perfect for me. And yeah, very easy transition.
Okay, so Sir Andrei, let's talk more about the recruitment process of the companies na na-applyan nyo through JK. So how was the recruitment process for the company na you were working with right now? So what are the process po? Ano yung masasabi nyo may expect ng ibang applicants na maging interested dun sa whole process nila?
Well, there's 3 steps to it. Like there's the initial interview with their HR department. Like,
so that's English or?
Yeah, that one's in English. It's like basically just getting to know you. And then after that, there's the language assessment. That one's in Chinese, so expect like you know.
Is it in voice call or you need to type?
Well, the different companies that I applied for, they were different. Some of them is like a phone call with the language instructor of the company, and some of them have like their own like website-ish type of thing, where you test your typing in Chinese and you're listening, and then after that, if you pass that, it's the final interview.
So during the language assessment in Mandarin, so you have to type. You have 3 parts: speaking, reading, and writing, or typing. Okay, so how was it?
Well, it was pretty intense, honestly, because like some of it was like timed, especially like the typing one, because you have to test like the speed of your typing, right? So you have to like go really fast, and then there was like the typing and listening at the same time. So that one was pretty hard.
Do you have any can you share us your challenges during the language assessment?
Well, for one of the interviews, I had to translate like this audio recording into English, and then the English audio recording into Chinese. So that one was tough because you have to not only follow a time, and you have to do that.
You have time limit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But all in all, it wasn't that difficult, honestly.
Okay, so can you share us what is your score? Did you know? Ano po yung naging score
I
niyo?
didn't know. I don't know the score. They don't tell you. They just they just tell you if you passed or if you failed.
Okay, so I guess mataas yung score niyo because you got a job.
I hope so.
You remember that you got 7 job offers from the companies, from our clients. So I think you are really fluent, like a native Mandarin speaker in the Philippines.